All right, here we go on a walk with Kato. Gotta put on his harness first. There you go, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Wait. Okay. It's a hot day. We're going a little early so it's cooler. Okay. If anybody sees me and notices I've got a camera on my head, they're going to wonder. They'd be wondering why I'm talking to myself too. If they don't notice the camera. I hope I got it at the right angle so you can see everything, like Kato. And the beautiful day. And Mr. Barker's out. Hello, Mr. Barker. There are 3 dogs that live there too. One of them's a chow that used to run loose. There are 2 dogs that live there. Sometimes they're tied out in the front yard. There's 1 dog that lives there. Sometimes she's out walking him. Back. Good boy. You hot? Yeah, it's gonna get hotter. There's a little Chihuahua that lives there. Oh, time to pee. We always stop here to pee on the dead end sign. There's a dog that lives there. Some kind of retriever. And here come the 2 dogs over there, and we'll be passing them later. We'll get a better view. There's the Hayes' house. They have a dog. And there's the house that burned down, and they rebuilt it exactly like it was. And they have a dog. A little one. And that house is up for sale, and off and on has been for years. Somebody might have bought it because the sign's not out. But they have a Keeshond just come down running at us off the leash before. Not good. There's the Loomis house, and they have a dog, Kiwi. First dog that Kato ever got near after we got him, and did okay for a minute, and then they turned on each other. I think he started it, because he doesn't like other dogs, do you? No, I don't like other dogs. I'm also trying out my Costa Rica hat that Cindy got me. The camera's on the hat. I think they call it a boonie hat or something like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this house has dogs out the wazoo, like 4 dogs. That's the most recent acquisition. Thank God the invisible fence seems to work. There's Arden Summers' old house. The family that moved in has 2 dogs. And they're an invisible fence that works great. 2 big dogs. But they're not out. This house just sold. All the flags are for an invisible fence. We just saw the dog for the first time a couple days ago. He's a little guy. Just a light snack. And there's who you can call if you want an electric fence too. Invisible fence. I don't know why they call it electric fence. Electric fence is what shocks you. Coming up on a regular stop. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Pee, pee, pee. And then get this stuff all over his back. Seeds. Coming to the end of our tour of Windy Hill, back onto Twin Hills. On the other hill, we live on one hill, and this is the other hill. Another regular stop here. The boy almost pulled me over. Smelled something good, I guess. Something new. Those people bought our old dining room table. Well, we had a garage sale many, many years ago. And we'll be stopping here again when we finish our lake loop. So this video's trying out the old GoPro before going to Costa Rica so that I can video things like walks through the rainforest and whitewater rafting, horseback riding, zip lining. That's the plan anyway. Get it all on video. This will give me an idea of how much battery juice I use in about 20 minutes and how much is taken up on the memory card. Luckily this camera came along with a bunch of accessories, including a 4-hour battery in case I need it. As far as memory, I just bought another memory card, 32 gig. And that's all this can take, I guess. So I've got two 32 gig memory cards, and I'll be downloading the video from the camera onto my laptop. I guess I'm taking my laptop, and I have to if I'm going to collect all the video. Dog lives there that sometimes is out and giving us a hard time. This hill is usually a wind tunnel, especially in the winter. I mean, it's windy right now. I don't know if you can hear it. The wind comes across the lake and the hill funnels it right up. They should put a windmill right here in the middle of the road, or at least on top of that house. On top of that telephone pole. Make a lot of energy. Coming up on our regular stop, street sign pole. Check out who's been here. Leave our own mark. Good boy. I think Kato's a little warm. He had to go for a swim in the lake, except he's scared of water. Doesn't like water. Oh, well, there's some poop right there from somebody else. Now he's gonna leave some of his. So we get the bags out. He's a real good boy about this. Come on. Comes around, this is our routine. He comes around and he sits down. And he stays until I get his poop picked up and tied up. Good boy, good stay. I bring 2 bags along because sometimes he goes twice. And he won't start walking again until I give him the command, okay, good boy. He is a really good boy, even though he is a little schizo. Another regular stop, so I can stop and look at the lake. Ah, nice breeze coming across. Beautiful. Shade, feels good, huh? Up the hill. Another regular stop. Mark, and on we go. Trying to stay in the shade. Another regular stop. Kato likes that little Tudor house. Looks like a little fairy tale cottage. There were some Chihuahuas that lived there with an old man, and I think he died, and I think his son lives there now. At least I assume he died. He either died or he went to a nursing home or something. That's our next door neighbor's parents live there. They take care of their daughter sometimes. As if you care. Just thinking out loud here, you know. Adding some narration. There's a dog that lives back there, by the way. And dogs that live in houses that we passed on the right back there. And we're coming up on Mr. Tilius's house on the left. He's got a cat, no dogs. Mr. Tilius taught physics and just retired last year. There's a dog that lives there that came out and gave us a hard time once back when we first got Kato. Hasn't done it again. I don't know how they controlled him, but they did. Because he still runs loose, he just doesn't come out. There's a dog that lives there, a big black old one. Often tied out around that tree. And then that house has a big Great Dane and a little bulldog that is colored very similar to the Great Dane, so it looks like a little mini-me Great Dane. How you doing, buddy? Looking forward to getting home, cooling off. Good boy. You can tell he slows down when he's hot. Usually he tries to rush on ahead. Have to constantly tell him to come back, 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 back. And here we are back at the stop sign, the end of the Lake Loop, and a regular stop. Because everybody stops here, don't they? You smell everybody. This is the first day of no school for teachers. Yesterday was the first day of no school for students. So I'm feeling good. It's a Friday, so I went and took care of I took care of the animals, and then I brought Darwin and Honu home, put them in their pen, and wrapped material around the pen so that Kato can't see in and try to get to them, because Kato can tear down the fence of the pen, unfortunately. And tried to do it once. So I figure if he can't see in, then he's less likely to try to get them. And if they can't see out, they're less likely to try to dig their way out. Darwin sure seemed happy to get back into the outdoors pen, though. Immediately started chowing down on grass, even though I just fed him at school. There are the ducks. That's the Bavra house. Mr. Bavra just died recently, unfortunately. And there are the ducks. They're cute. It's nice having them around in the neighborhood. These cattails sure are pretty. There's a big dog that lives there and a little dog that lives there. And they come running out at us. They're inside right now. And here are the two biggies. their owner's out, going to control them. Usually we have to get way over here. Come on. Oh, she's taking pictures of them, it looks like. Good boy. This is the lowest point in the neighborhood. This usually floods when it rains. Big lake here. These people have their work cut out for them as far as drainage. That house just sold. So that guy sitting in the chair is our new neighbor. That's the Thomas house. They just had it painted. Looks better. It was pretty worn, pretty thin. It still doesn't look quite right in between the windows there. Coming up on Mr. Barker again. I wonder if he'll get off the porch and come running at us. Yep, there he goes. Oh, and there's the golden retriever, one of them. Oh, there's the chow. There's another golden retriever. Hey, Mr. Barker. Yeah, there's the other retriever. Kato worries about them coming running out the chow, because it used to. We're almost back, buddy. Then we can cool down. Come on, try to keep up. I know you're hot. You poor thing. Wait till later in the summer when it's like 90. I don't know what it is right now exactly, but probably 80. Maybe a little less. It's supposed to go to 85. Our last regular stop off our property. This is our actual last stop. Our own mailbox. Got to mark our own territory. Kato thinks the whole neighborhood's his territory. There's our recently painted house. And I just painted the garage door, but you can't see it because the garage door's up. Just got it painted at the end of last summer. Throw the poo away. And Kato's a good boy. He won't come in the house until I tell him he's allowed. Okay. Good boy. What are you gonna do? Good boy. He'll probably run and get a drink of water right away. Get his harness off. Whoops, sorry buddy. Good boy. Okay. And that's our walk. See you in Costa Rica.